John Ochapinti here.
It's AL.
NEPA Scene's own Carson Daly.
Bilkowski. Yeah. Bilkowski.
Yeah. And tonight, we're here with Eyal Filkolski. Got that?
Yes.
Nailed it.
What's going on, man? It's been a while.
Yeah.
Hello, and welcome to Beyond the Break podcast. I apologize. I am losing my voice. I am AL, your host, and this is
John Ochapinti.
John Ochapinti. How are you, Johnny?
Not bad.
Not bad. You have a good week.
Forgot I had the podcast, so
I forgot you had the podcast. Cool.
Yeah. Didn't even know Will was on it.
Thing, Johnny. Yeah.
Didn't even know Will. Didn't know who the guest was. Just barely woke up from a nap.
Nice. Are you in your girlfriend's room?
No, I'm in Carmen's room. I babysit her, so.
Oh, okay. I gotcha.
Definitely
You're under a bunk bed then, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty wild, man.
Got locked out of Jamie's room, so.
Gotcha. Well, you know who our guest is tonight.
I know him. I just didn't know who it was.
So, one thing I was just speaking with him, and I forgot to ask him the proper way to say his last name.
We're getting kicked out.
So I assume it's Palumbo, like Columbo. Palumbo. Got it. So Wil Palumbo, he's been a stand-up comic and a producer since.
Why the fuck are you in my room? Carmen, get out of my.
Ooh.
Tell him to get out of my room. Thanks a lot.
Oh man. So we are live right now. Anyway. Well, that was interesting. So anyway, like I was saying, Wil has been a stand-up comic and producer since April of 2018. In that time, he's performed in numerous comedy clubs, the Broadway Comedy Club, Greenwich Village Comedy Club, Stand Up New York, Governor's Comedy Club, Comics Roadhouse, Giggles Room. I mean, there's a whole bunch. Wil purchased the Keystone Stage at his partner's request in April of 2021 and relocated the venue from Dixon City to Olyphant in September of the same year. The venue has been expanding ever since. I've personally witnessed this. I've been there quite a few times, and there's definitely been upgrades since the first time I've been there. So I'm not sure what's going on with Johnny. I think he's he relocated. Okay, I see what's going on. So every episode we play a song before we get our guest on. We thought it would be best to have Gus's video play, being as he won Best Performing Artist of 2022 from the Keystone Stage. So let's check this out.
I've always wanted to end up with you. And I've always wondered what you've been up to. And I can't believe that you laid in my bed. So let's take it slow, make it to the end. Forever love. something that you can't hide. And one day I'll get you to love me. Girl, I got patience, I know it takes time. So I'm gonna ride. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna ride for you. Yeah, ride for you. Forever love. Forever love. Forever love. Forever love. I want this forever, baby. I want this forever, baby.
That was Gus the Savage playing Forever Love in our In the Break Room series. And we are here with Wil Palumbo.
You got it.
All right. Oh, God, I'm worried. Let me shut this window one thing. All right. So how are you, man? What's going on?
Good. A little snowed in, a little iced in too.
Yeah. I'm here in Wilkes-Barre, and there's like barely anything here.
Oh,
So-
you lucked out so bad.
I did. I mean, I don't leave the house anyway, unless I have to, which is like only when I force myself to, usually, or because of something that I put on, or to support somebody else. But I mean, these days, I'm just getting old. You know what that's like, Will.
Oh yeah, I'm older than you. So I get it.
Yep. So yeah, dude, you've been pretty busy.
Yeah, I'm always.
Always busy.
Sorry, Johnny confused me when I saw that red lamp coming up. Now he's got a red light out. So
Yeah, Johnny is a very confusing individual.
yeah, super busy. Always going, always doing things. The stage keeps me very active
Yeah.
every day.
Yeah. So you've had the Keystone Stage down in Olyphant for a while now.
Yep.
You've been doing a lot of upgrades. Tell me, pardon me, geez. Tell me a little bit about it. What, for people out there that don't know, have not been to the Keystone Stage, tell us a little about it.
Well, the Keystone Stage is a performing arts venue for all talent, whether it be stand-up comedy, music, poetry. We work with a lot of different bookers for those different events, but we also produce a free open mic for anybody who comes every Monday, which may be changing in the new year. We haven't decided yet. You be aware for a poll coming up on our Facebook page. A lot of our talent is all local. We do have some imports that come in from Long Island and from upstate New York and from New York City. They come in just for different shows and different events. But most of our talent, everything we try to produce, is all local Scranton, Wilkes-Barre, Hazleton talent.
Nice. Yeah, so I was at your show was it Friday night, Saturday night? The ska show.
Happy Scholadays was great.
Oh man, dude, that show, Ray Mione, dude, shout out to you, man. You did awesome getting that show together, man. He killed it. And all those bands killed it. All of them. Freaking badass.
Loved the band that was on that stage that night.
Oh yeah. And that's my groove too, man. That's ska punk, man. That's where I'm at. I used to be a metalhead, back in my teens, but then now I'm less angry and more just let's freaking dance about it. Fuck it.
Definitely what ska music is for, to dance to instead of being angry about.
Right. While shouting ACAB. But anyway, we won't go into that. That'll be a different show another time, not on this podcast. So Will, you have been doing open mic for a while on Mondays. I believe open mic is a very, very important resource for new musicians, comedians trying to maybe see if a new joke will work, test it out on the crowd, things like that. And I ran across a video of you talking about supporting, and I'm wondering if we can play that, John.
I recommend everybody attend every open mic, except I only recommend it if that open mic is going to support you, if that open mic is going to be there for you, is going to help you try to achieve your goals, even if you don't want to become a professional, whatever you're trying to do. For those of you who are in Binghamton, and you know about us, we know about you, and you have comedy open mics up there. If you want to come down to the Keystone Stage, I guarantee your support here and anything you want to do. I also guarantee that our host will never say to you, well, at least you tried, you should give up. If you've ever heard those words from a producer of an open mic, realize they're a producer of a fucking open mic. Don't give up on your dreams, okay? Because if they had made it, they wouldn't be a fucking producer of a fucking open mic, okay? They'd be paying someone else to do it.
Very, very strong words there, man. And I agree with every one of the words you said. It's very disheartening to even know that somebody, a host of an open mic, would say anything like that.
Yeah, it was two of my comedy friends in upstate New York had reached out to me about a specific open mic, and they asked if they could come down to my mic and if they'd be treated the same way. I said, I've known you for like 3 years, 4 years. Yes, come down. As a matter of fact, you don't even need to come down. Just send me your jokes, send me a tape. I'll tell you, I'll help you. I see, I'm a professional stand-up comic. I'm no great thing. I've performed in a bunch of clubs. I can do 45 minutes if I want, but I know what funny is. And that's what makes me different from other comics. I guess I want other people to succeed. My objective is to elevate everyone. I know that's a weird, odd concept, but I guess owning the Keystone Stage kind of proves that. Is I want people to get to their greatest potential. So when they said that to me, I just lost it.
Hey, Ray Mione, we were just talking about you, buddy. We were just saying how great of a job you did for the Scala days, and badass. Good job. Good for you, man. Good for everybody. Everybody seemed to have like a blast. The music was great. Everything about it was awesome. Good job. But yeah, so what you just said about elevating people is that's not a foreign concept here at the Big Break at all. That's all we do. And I guess maybe that's why you and I kind of connected so kind of quickly like that. But yeah, I mean, if you're not out there to help and support, at least don't downgrade and hurt others. If you're not going to support, just keep your mouth fucking shut. How about that? If you ain't got nothing nice to say, don't say nothing at all, right? That's
I want to talk about a comic I knew. He passed away just about a year ago. His name is Walter Miller. Great guy. All of his jokes were basically Facebook memes. Every single one was something he scrolled through Facebook, he saw it, he said, I'm going to make that a joke, and that's what he did. And I'll tell you, he bombed at every show except for one. One show he did not bomb on. It was his last show, and unfortunately he died of cancer the next year. Oh. But I want to say, even he paid headliner comics to help him write material. He paid all of these other people to help him write material. But when he started doing his original stuff that he would just see his observations of the day, his jokes were funnier. everybody just works differently. And if you can be in tune with, oh, this guy might not be like, Johnny is a very dark comic. I love Johnny's set, but he's not everybody's cup of tea. But I think he's hilarious.
No, I am. I'm everybody's cup of tea. They just don't know it yet. They will be. They'll be hawking down my thing in a few years, but and they knew me.
You just gotta train the palate, right? You gotta train the palate. Keep drinking the beer until you like it, right?
Exactly. Yeah, that reminds me of Camo XXL. That's some horrible beer, but you drink 2 of them and you don't even taste it anymore. It's great.
Well, yeah, I suppose. Hey, Gus, how are you, man? So yeah, you've also been, you know, aside from your comedy, you've also been doing some acting. Is that right?
Yeah, I just started. Recently. I was reached out to by a director from an old profile I have with my stand-up comedy sets, and he asked me to perform in a role in upstate New York. And I said, oh, you know what? Why not? Let's give it a shot. I activated the membership. I went and did the role. And then 2 weeks later, I just got another role to play an antagonist in a short film next week. And I'm waiting for word back on a couple different TV series to be joining. So I'm like just starting the acting, but I'm really enjoying it.
What is Blaze in the Brooklyn Sky? What is
Blaze in the Brooklyn Sky is going to be an upcoming short film directed by Henry Winnick. It is filming in Brooklyn this Monday. That's where I'm going to be.
So you got the role then, yeah?
I got part, yeah. I been talking with the costume department, the producer, the director. I got the script. A lot of my script appears to be mostly. He didn't give me any lines really. I think I'm just going to be doing improv most of it.
Yeah,
but
and you're like this tough guy, yeah. This like, hey,
playing the Italian mobster enforcer, basically called the Giant, which is appropriate.
You are a big fella. You are a big fella. And I mean that in the nicest of ways. You know, you're like, yeah, you tower over everyone. But yeah, we actually have your, I guess this is your submission, your self-taped submission. So
you know what the difference is between you and I? Loyalty. See, who do you got to be loyal to left? Your fucking guy from the FBI is downstairs getting his fucking ass beat right now. Your boyfriend, fiance, whatever the fuck he was, he's dead as a doornail. So there's no one fucking left for you. So, here's what I suggest you do. Take your skinny ass, turn it the fuck around, and walk out of this fucking building. There's no reason for you to fuck with this giant at this point in time. Because you've already killed the people that killed your man. What's the point? All you're looking at is a gruesome death at the hands of the giant. There's no reason for it. So turn around, take your pretty ass out there, and I'll take some pictures on your way out.
I thought that was great, man. I thought that was great. You know, if I wasn't looking and knew it was you, I wouldn't know it was you. You know, honestly.
Thank you. I have lots of voices. I actually started the Backstage profile to do voiceover acting during COVID, but it never really connected.
No, you're on stage 32 now, right? That's where you're getting most of your gigs, or where you started getting gigs.
It's called Backstage.com.
Oh, Backstage.com. Ooh, I don't know about that one. Is that just for actors, or is that also for like you know, crew?
Everything.
Grips,
actors, crew, cameramen.
Stage 32.
Say that again, Johnny.
It's like the same thing as stage 32.
Okay, so same. Okay, gotcha. Okay, cool, man. So that's awesome. You know, so you're filming, you said next Tuesday?
No, Monday.
Oh, on Monday. Wow. Okay.
I'll be there.
Filming on Monday.
It's an afternoon to night shoot. I'll be there for like 12 to 15 hours, they told me.
Yeah, production life, man. I love it. You know, they're going to be shooting a movie here too in Nanticoke called Nanticoke. I
did not, but that sounds
okay. So yeah, they're looking. They're actually looking for some cast and crew right now. You may want to throw them your reel or throw a reel together and send it over to them.
I would definitely like to do that.
And that, that goes out for anybody out there too. They're making a full feature film here in good old NEPA. So that doesn't happen very often. And I think if you have, something to give to the production, you should reach out and see if they can get you in. It doesn't hurt. Worst thing they could say is no, thank you. So, yeah. So, say that again.
You ever have a canker sore?
I ever have a canker sore?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
That's when I first questioned God's will on this earth. Is when I got a canker sore.
Oh, it wasn't all the dying kids with leukemia.
How does that affect me?
Oh God. Oh jeez.
That
is the one with the zombies.
Oh, I had a bad canker sore. Oh,
yep,
that's like worse than leukemia.
So Will, let's see. Let's kind of walk through this. All right. I'm brand new to the music scene. I don't even know what the music scene is. All I know is that I got me and 3 of my friends together and we're playing music and we came up with a band name. We've got a Facebook page we don't ever look at or update. And I want to play a show. What do I do?
First way to get on a show is come to the open mic, because that is where, all right, so while I run the Keystone Stage, I actually mostly am in the background. Every time someone says, hey, I'm in a band, I'm a comic, I am a poet, I would like to get on one of your shows, I say, okay, the first thing you need to do is come to the open mic. The only way that the bookers at the stage, the people who make the decisions on the Keystone Presents shows, is if they see you. And the best way for them to see you, other than submitting a video, which really we can't tell your live performance from a video. I mean, it may sound great. It could be a music video, but we don't know how you're going to sound live. Come out, come to the open mic, do a 10-minute set. I mean, we give more time on our open mic than anyone else gives. Usually people give you 5 minutes, 6 minutes, 10 minutes. You can do 3 songs in 10 minutes most of the time because the average song is about 10 minutes.
Well, how much time do you have for setup and teardown?
It's included. It's excluded from the 10 minutes. So we have a house drum kit. So
okay, so that saves a shit ton of time right there.
So you're basically setting up breakables, which isn't that big of a deal.
Right. You have like house cabs and house, for the guitarist and bassist to plug into, or
one thing we don't have is house cabs, but we do have the DI directly into the X32 system.
Okay.
So you can bring your pedals, hook them right into the DI and right into the X32.
Okay. All right. Sweet. So for those out there that don't know what an X32 is.
It is the system rack that our wonderful sound guy, Randy, uses to mix everybody and make them sound beautiful on the other side.
Awesome. So that's what that is. Hi, Landy. Thanks for watching, buddy. So that's okay. So the Keystone Stage. I've had the pleasure of hosting a show there, or two shows.
Yep.
2 shows.
2 shows, Metal for Morals and the Big Break reveal show.
That's right. And we are looking at doing shows for season 4 over at the Keystone Stage as well. And you were saying earlier that you most of the bands that play at the Keystone Stage are local. That might change a little bit because the Big Break has opened up season 4 to New York and New Jersey bands, which we've had a lot of already. We've had a lot of bands reach out to us and be like, yeah, we're definitely interested, bro. We'll be signing up. So, there's going to be some more bands in there. So what else does the Keystone Stage offer aside from the stage and the sound system and the lights and all that?
Well, we have a functional front end that we're installing a coffee shop. It's kind of difficult State. So eventually there will be a coffee shops for fresh coffee and bubble tea.
Nice. Do you have like a projection, like a timeline or anything like that you might want to throw at us? Or
we're submitting the application again through the state. We're hoping by February.
Oh, nice. Nice.
That will be hopefully all set up, and we've submitted the checks and the money and given them everything, but it's just waiting for them to, give it back to us.
Oh yeah, bureaucracies.
Check it out and say, hey, you did everything we already asked you to do.
Right.
Pretty much what we're waiting on now.
You've also got a shout out to Anthony. You've got Mad Twisted. All right.
We sell Mad Twisted products at all of our events. He actually does co-sponsor some of our comedy shows with Giggle Juice and lemonades and things like that are available at the comedy shows.
Nice.
It's great having it on site, and eventually the Keystone Stage will be starting delivery service. As soon as the coffee shop opens, we'll have delivery service of all the products as well through our website.
Nice. And he's doing pretty good too. He's branching out farther and farther, so that's awesome for him. Question for you. How valuable for a band do you think to have a product named after them with a QR code on the product that they can change the destination to at any time, but maybe Spotify or their website or something? How valuable do you think something like that is for a band?
I think that's phenomenal for a band, because you're getting the objective is to get seen. So if they make a great flavor that's named after you, and I sell 12 bottles of that flavor, and say you're not playing that night, but there's a QR code. Now they can click on that QR code with their phone. They can go see your band, and now they know about you, and then maybe they like you or they follow you, and now you have more followers, and you reach exponential growth, because each time someone sees something they like, we're all social media attached. They go in there and they share it on social media. They share it with their friends. They let their friends see it.
So one of the prizes for the winner of the season 4 Big Break is actually they get to do just that. So Mad Twisted Infused Euphorium is going to name a product after them and have a QR code and all of that there. So anybody, any establishment that's selling Mad Twisted products, that's going to be in there. It's going to be on their online store. I know a lot of people order online, so that is fantastic. I thought that was a huge win, for the contestant. So
that's a huge thing. It helps promote the music. It helps promote the band. It helps promote original music. I would recommend a drink. That's just my personal thing, because I know I sell a lot of drinks.
Right. And I mean, we're talking probably around this time next year, before the product. Well, no, because Anthony was saying that what he is planning on doing is for the winner and the 2 runner-ups, he's actually going to have 3 products. They're going to be the same product, like 3 cases of each to give to the bands, and each one's going to have their logo and everything on it. But only one of them is going to continue to reproduce. Not reproduce. They don't reproduce. Or do they? I don't know, man. Jesus. What the hell's going on here? Johnny got in my head. That's Johnny.
The red will throw me off. It really is.
Yeah. I bet you he feels at home with that red. It was pink before. If you missed it, he was in another chick's room, girl's room.
Yeah, I knew that was going to happen. I was hoping it would happen.
One at a time, guys.
I'm waiting for him to go.
There it is. Reproducing bottles. Okay, so it is reproducing bottles. So that's pretty cool. And then sure, blame Johnny, of course.
What am I getting blamed?
What else am I gonna blame it on? He looks like he's underwater. Hilarious.
I am.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
all I really want in life is world dominance.
is it?
No, I just want to sleep.
All I want to do is get off this rock, man, but that's never going to happen.
I just want to sleep. If I could sleep, if you gave me $2 billion right now, I wouldn't do stand up again. I wouldn't probably play out music ever again. Out. Never do a movie again. It'd be sleeping the rest of my life.
Of course, he kind of looks like a low rent Dr. Evil. I'm going to be honest.
Oh yeah. Yeah, did you see him like a few weeks ago or like a month ago? Yeah, it was bald like that guy. I'm like,
oh wow,
this guy right here.
Yeah, hello.
Yeah, and I feel like Johnny shaved his head a few months ago, and his comedy and personality fell off with him. And now, like, as time goes on, if you watch all of these episodes back to back, you'll see like a progression of him coming back, and I think he's almost back.
That's
Maybe.
good.
Johnny, what you sitting on?
It's
Thurman's
like an
ass.
igloo chair.
Igloo chair. It looks like a like a big cat litter box. You look like a turkey.
That's gold.
Oh man, you look like a turkey. You do. That's freaking hilarious.
Eat me, you know, and the Addams Family Values. When Busley is the turkey.
You've got almost a year, turkey, before we come hunting you again. Anyway, so Wil, what's let's do best and worst. What's the best experience you've had at the Keystone Stage in Olyphant, specifically that location?
And since that location, the best experience I've had, I want to say, is, and it's kind of surreal, it's seeing the success of everyone else. It's seeing Gus's success and continued success and all of the music he releases. It's seeing artists like Frequency continuing on and doing great things out in New York and down in Florida. And seeing comics, like one of our local comics was just on Kill Tony. So seeing all of these people, knowing that they came to the stage, they were at the open mics, they practiced there, that fills me like with a huge sense of pride. That's like, you guys are doing great, and I'm so proud of all of you, every single one of you, that you're out there and you're doing it every day. So
Right.
that
100%.
is the thing.
100%, and being a like a tool, like a part of that success, a part of that growth, definitely. Let's see, what's Kat saying? Watching talented people realize their dreams must be the best feeling in your line of work. Yes, got it.
Yes,
But
it is.
yeah, so 100%, 100%. Same with us, on our end with what we do. 100%. Okay, so let's flip it a little bit. Okay, no, go on.
I want to add one more thing that I do at the Keystone Stage that also fills me with pride.
Absolutely.
When you walk into the stage in the very front room, I have a small art gallery of all local artists. So some of these artists come to me and said, thank you. If you didn't have this, my art wouldn't be in front of people. And it's all for sale. So support your local artists who draw and paint and make beautiful art.
That's awesome. Now in Olyphant, in that area, do they do any kind of like First Friday art walk or like Third Thursday or whatever they do?
It's a third Thursday for all the small businesses. So you walk up and down and there'll be vendors on the street. We've started doing on third Thursday, which would have been tonight if it wasn't for the nasty storm. We're doing poetry readings with Monk on third Thursday that start earlier, so people can come in and maybe listen to some poetry or maybe go up and perform.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, that's cool. That's cool. Yeah, I miss. It was in Denver. It was First Friday Art Walk, I believe it was, or Second Saturday. I forget. It's always something funny, right? They gotta call it something
think
funny
of
like that.
Denver.
Don't let Will forget. We're proud of him for his success.
Thank you.
No, I think I think watching. I echo what you said about that. Watching other people succeed. I think that's a beautiful thing. I think overall in humanity, that's progress, and that's what we want to see from everyone because we as a whole will progress together. There's no need to hold anybody back because you're holding yourself back unknowingly. And that's my opinion.
I look at it like Adam Sandler did. And I have my issues with Adam Sandler, but he was
Were you mopping all night long while you sang that song and got your ass whooped?
He what he did was every time he had a success, he reached behind him to all of his friends and all the people that were there with him and said, "Yo, why don't you get in this movie?" The guy who was in Brooklyn Nine-Nine, he was in the Old Spice commercials. He was on a late night show, and he was talking about how he was about to have a baby, and everybody's giving him this stuff, but he was unemployed. And he said Adam Sandler gave him the best thing. He gave him a job. He could pay for his family. So I look at it like if we all succeed and we reach back and we help the people behind us that have helped us succeed, help them succeed, it's just a never-ending cycle of success, and everybody will just keep being happy.
Yep.
What about spite success? Like my goal is to get so successful that all the people who doubted me, I'm gonna just invigorate them with sadness to the point that they have no will to live. That's my goal. I don't care about the people who helped me. I want the people who doubted me to just scorn.
That red looks really good on you right now.
Yeah, that's perfect.
He makes a point. He
Might
makes
even-
it up.
I mean, if that's your prerogative, to me, why even waste your time when you could be doing all these other fucking awesome, fun, amazing things? To me, that's just like that's a waste of energy to actively hate on somebody. Like if I don't like you or if you did me wrong, I just like that's it. You're done. I'm not talking to you. I'm not, I block you. I ignore you. I don't talk to you. I don't talk about you. I don't, if somebody has something to say about you, I'm like, I don't want to hear it. That's it. You mean nothing to me. You don't exist. And that to me is like once I started doing that, I didn't do that, always, but once I started doing that, it was like this relief, like this weight that just came off me that I'm like, oh my fucking God, why did I waste all these years with all this energy put in the wrong place? So or you can be a spiteful little shit, whatever, Johnny. Do whatever the fuck you want.
6 NBA championships with that kind of, So it all depends, I think.
To each their own, man. But yeah, that's not my thing.
I stopped letting people take up space in my head. I get annoyed with them for a few days, and then it's like, okay, I'm done with you. Get out of my brain.
Yeah, it's just you're doing more damage to yourself than anything. You're just putting yourself in this like stress ball that only you are creating and perpetuating by constantly thinking about it. So why even bother, man? Fuck it.
One of the things
There's gonna be haters everywhere. That's it.
And that's it. One of the founding partners of the stage, Jeff Nye, who's Bad Santa this Saturday, he said, if everybody likes you, that's great. If you have people who hate you, that means you're doing something right.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, whatever, man. You can't make everybody happy, and you're not gonna. Your views aren't always going to. Actually, not even always. Will never ever be the same as everybody else in the world.
This is true.
Like any topic. So why even waste your energy?
All right. So you were going to ask me about the bad side.
Yeah, let's flip it.
My worst experience, and this goes out to all the producers out there. My worst experience was with some producers who, they come in, they produce their show, maybe they drink too much, or they go out and use some drugs, and they get violent, they get aggressive, they get verbally aggressive. And I don't like being the bad guy. I like being the nice guy. I like being the guy that says, oh, you know what? It's okay. Let them calm down. Let them sober up. Let them do this. It's terrible to have to, because they're not there to support their cause at that point. They're not there to produce their show. They're not there to have a great show. They're there to get wasted and have fun, and they don't care about the side of it anymore.
Yeah, they're doing it for the wrong reason. They're, in my opinion, so
they're doing it to have a good party, and it's like, well, you got to do it to make the fans happy. You got to do it to make the people who are working there, who are doing the show, happy. Everybody needs to come out on the end feeling good at the show. It's not just so you can party it up and you've got free reign in the place and can do what you want, because our staff has gotten to the point where we've cracked down on it. We stopped doing a certain type of show for a long time. We're bringing them back in January. But our security has been notified that if anybody gets too messed up, kick them out.
Yeah. I mean, there's no room for violence, period. I don't know if it's just because I'm like old now, but I mean, there's no room for it. There's no need for it. It solves absolutely nothing. And why fuck it up for everyone else? Fuck it up for yourself. That's one thing. Why for everybody else, man? Because now, because of your douchebaggery, now the venue has to tighten down on things that they otherwise were a little more laxed on, and now everybody's fucked. So no, there's no room for that. There was a venue, actually. This is how we met. Now, I'm not going to mention the name of the venue. I'm not going to mention the name of anybody involved, but this is a true story. There was a venue that we had booked for a show. And a week prior, there was another show there. And we were told by somebody who was actually on that scene, in the venue, they were actually doing something there. That at the end of the show, after the show ended, the venue owner was yelling and screaming, ran across the floor, the dance floor or whatever you want to call it, yelling at the producer at the show, saying things like, "You owe me money. You didn't bring enough people in, yada yada," and things escalated, I guess, between the two. And the venue owner said, "All right, you've got 4 minutes to pack up all your crap." Well, you didn't say crap, your shit, right? And get out. Anything that's left in the venue belongs to the venue. And some people there that had nothing to do with, the producer of the show or the promoter of the show, that were there doing other work, were like, "Yeah, we don't have anything to do with this. You can't take our equipment." And then he was like, "All right, that's it. I'm going to get my gun." So he left the building to go to get his gun, and everybody in the building vacated and called the cops. Cops had to come in and escort everybody in to grab their equipment. And people didn't have time to properly put away their gear, their instruments and stuff. They have to just like toss them in their vehicles and leave, and then have to take them out when they get home or wherever and repack them properly. And like, there's no need for any of that. So that's how we met, right? Because I'm panicking. I'm like, we have a show next week. Like, I'm like, fuck, what do I do? Right. So I'm like, there's no way I'm going to get a venue in a week. There's no ways, to try to keep the same day, so nobody's schedules get, butchered or whatever. So I'm like calling around and I'm like, wait a sec, the Keystone Stage. Why do I always, and I'm sorry, Will, but I always just forgot about the Keystone Stage, man. I'm like, I'm just gonna, and now you're like on the top of my mind always, you know what I mean? But like now, you know, so I call and I talk to Sam, right? And got it all set up. You were able to get me the same day. Nothing had to change. It was relatively, you know, distance wise from the original venue, you know, reasonable. So like beautiful.
Yeah. Funny story about that gentleman. His location was Keystone Stage 1.
Oh,
that's where the original Keystone Stage was. And when I purchased the Keystone Stage,
that's revealing everything.
The partnership dissolved because I made it a legal business. Because when I first purchased it, it was not actually a legal business. And I turned it legal. And we're an LLC, we're insured, we're all these other things. Mm-hmm. It wasn't while we were there. And he did not like that I was making it real to the point where, you know, this has to be real in order to protect everybody. Right. So we parted ways and I said, good luck. And I wished him well. And when he said he was opening a venue, I said, good luck. I hope you succeed. But every one of us, every one of the partners who was involved at that time, we all kind of knew that eventually he was going to explode like that. So we were happy that we had gotten out like a year before.
Yeah, that whole scenario was just, my jaw dropped when I was being told this. I was just like,
I was with Eyal.
Oh yeah, you were in the car, and I was on
literally kept the conversation going. He had them reiterate the story 7 times, while me and Sam were like, "Can you fucking get off the call so we could know what happened?" He's just like, "Oh my god, like, you're not gonna believe this." And we're like, "What?" He's like, "Just 1 second."
Yeah, that happened. I'm sorry about that, but damn, I'm still like blown away by a venue owner getting violent like that. I mean, look, it's a business. You're not always gonna come out on top. And as a venue owner, you should put things in place to protect yourself. Like have a minimum, have, you know, something.
It's simple to the best way.
Economics, man. Shit costs money.
Exactly.
That's it.
Not every show is going to be a winner. We've had our share of loser shows at the stage. I'm going to be honest. We've had shows that, you know, the only people who show up are maybe 10 people and some bands. And everybody still has a good time. Even though I know I'm losing money tonight, you know, that's okay. Because everyone here is going to have a good time. Everybody's still going to do the show. Everybody's still going to perform. I've had a comedy show. I had a comedy show in there. We had 4 tickets sell. 4. Oh. I had another comedy show in there that we had no tickets sell, and the comics performed for the staff. That was another producer's show, but I digress. The comics still performed.
Some of those shows, by the way, end up being some of the best shows you've ever been to.
Oh, yeah.
Because it gets so like intimate, you know. So yeah,
the bands are more, when it's bands or comics, you're right, they're more intimate, they're more interactive with the crowd, they talk more because they're only dealing with 6 or 7, maybe 10 people. Mm-hmm. And then we have shows like this past Saturday where we had throughout the night over 147 people throughout the night coming in and out and dancing and grooving and all night, different bands. They were coming in for this band and then going for another band and then coming back for a band later.
Yep.
It was great.
Yep. Speaking of local shows, we do our weekly show thing. So
hi, it's Robin with this week's original shows in northeastern Pennsylvania. Thursday the 15th at Classics in Scranton, Betty White Devil. Friday the 16th, Tap at Humboldt in Hazleton has Slightly Askew. At the Joint 53 in Pittston, Joe Michaels Trio. At Finnegan's in Scranton, Alyssa Lauser Band. At Backyard Ale House in Scranton, Micro Cave has their album release show. River Street Jazz Cafe in Wilkes-Barre has Clarence Spady and the Electric City Band. Band. Saturday, the 17th, River Street Jazz Cafe in Wilkes-Barre, Young Lion, at Finnegan's in Scranton, Village Idiots, at Breaker Brewing Outpost in Archbald, Adam McKinley, at Classics in Scranton, Their Ugly Sweater Party with Rick Jones, at Pisano Family Wines in Hunlock Creek, Mellifluous. On Sunday, the 18th, the Stonehouse in Carbondale has the game show hosts. If you want your show featured on the next episode, go to thebigbreak.org/podcast and click the Submit Your Show button. That's it for this week. Until next time, spread the word, head to a show, and support independent artists.
All right. So, yeah, support local, support independent.
So we have 3 quick things. 3.
Yes.
First, Betty White Devil. I love that guy. Betty White Devil kept coming to the Keystone Stage open mics. I kept seeing him. I love him. He's great. So I'm going there Friday because we got nothing on Friday.
He has like a great bunch of band. Betty White was one of he had I think one of them was gonna be like the Teenage Ninja Turtles, like Turd. That was the other. It was so you gotta ask him about it.
Interesting.
Second quick thing. This Saturday at the Keystone Stage, it's not original music, but it is drinks with Bad Santa and Duhas, the USA Rammstein tribute. So if you want to,
that sounds fun too. Actually,
is Landy getting thrown around up there? Is Landy gonna be freaking?
We're gonna dress him like an elf. He just doesn't know it yet.
Oh,
Landy should be the keyboard player. If you've ever seen Rammstein or whatever.
Yes. Yeah. And then my third final thought for the night. With Carl Hall closing, Keystone Stage has an offer for all the producers who had future shows at Carl Hall. Call our number. It's on our Facebook page, on our website. And Sam has been authorized to give discounts to every producer who had a show scheduled in the future. So you can do that until January 31st. If you had a show scheduled, even if it was scheduled in the spring or the summer, whatever, and you need a new place, give us a call and we'll give you a discount on our normal rates because it kind of sucks that they closed.
Oh, yeah. No, that's very cool of you. Actually, you guys did the same thing for the big break when we had our emergency move. So yeah, you hooked us up as well. And it was very, 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 very humbling. So thank you. Yeah. Wow. So where, okay. So you've got the website.
Yep. TheKeystoneStage.com.
Right. Okay. And that's where, you can go to
you can see all of the shows, photos from past events. You can actually order any of our t-shirts on there because we custom make them in-house basically. We have pretty much all of our history on there. You can see on the contacts page or our team page, you can see pictures of all of us with professional photos, except for the original founders. They're all photos taken at different shows. But yeah, that's it's all of our history and everything upcoming at thekeystonestage.com. And you can also see our events on our Facebook page. And
Danny from Dancing with Elephants said something. I missed it. He said Keystone Stage is lit. Lots of love from your elephants. Yeah. So, and they're great.
Have you back soon.
So yeah, that's it for today. Will, thank you very, very much for joining us. It was very cool to sit here and have this chat. Johnny, you are a freak of nature. And I love you. Oh, well, I love you too, Johnny.
Hey, I just squeezed that out of you. I kissed the wrong way. Hey, that's awesome. Thanks about those shows, Will. That's awesome that the Keystone Stage is doing that. That's legit.
That's very cool.
I just wanted
and to close things off, we've got a video from season 2 of the Big Break that Gus the Savage submitted for his DIY round 1 DIY video. Thank you. Have a great night. Support, click on things to follow and all that stuff.
See you, Will.
See you.
Season's greetings, it's your boy Gus the Savage from the Bronx, New York, based out of Old Forge, Pennsylvania, and I'm a part of the Big Break contest, and we're on the set of my DIY video, Party With You. I hope you guys like it. I hope you guys vote for it. Me and my buddy Joe are getting ready to party, so stick around and enjoy the ride. Bow.
GTS. Baby, I'm just trying to party. Baby, I'm just trying to party, yeah. Walk up and this bitch is going down. See the bad bitches, I just had to look around. Oh my goodness, I don't know what I'm gonna do with them. Cause they some bad little things with some looks that are hella killer. Oh, baby, girl, you really classy. You know I had to shoot my shot because I couldn't let you pass me. I got a question I'ma ask you. Can we live life like it's a movie? Cause we'll turn it to a classic. Mami, tú sabes que te amo mucho. En esta vida no hay ninguna que me pueda dar el amor tuyo. Contigo, baby, tengo gran orgullo. I had to switch up the whole language to express the love that I have for you. So, baby, what you trying to do? I hear the music playing and I'm trying to dance with you. So, what's up, though? I gotta ask what's in your cup, though. Cause if it's anything, get it in the door. Came to party with you, yeah. Came to party with you. Oh, I came to party. Oh, but I only wanna party with you. Cause I only like to party with you. Oh, man, girl wanna slide at me, yeah. She said she wanna grind on me, yeah, yeah, yeah. I said, baby, would you die for me, yeah. So, baby, come and ride with me, yeah, yeah, yeah. I can take you on a trip where you wanna go. Baby, it's just me and you, no one gotta know. Every singing of my songs, hitting every note. Girl, your booty so big, let me drive the boat. Yeah, yeah. Take it slow, baby. Take it slow, baby, baby. Girl, it don't stop. Let me know, baby. Hit my phone, baby. Pulling up to your block. Take it slow, baby. Take it slow, baby, baby. Girl, it don't stop. Let me know, baby. Hit my phone, baby. Pulling up to your block.